on. Hey, the paint smithy himself. Thanks for coming over.
Today I've got my flesh eater quartz.
Did you finish painting my Lumineth yet?
Lumineth? They're coming along. Are my flesh eater quartz so cool, Jack?
I hate to be the one to tell you this. Those are Bretonians.
No, Jack. These are flesh eater quartz.
No, these are Bretoni.
Jack, these are flesh eater quartz.
So let's talk about Skillshare for a second. Skillshare is an online learning platform with thousands of different classes and topics. Now I get it, you already go to YouTube to learn about anything you want to know about. You want to know how to fry a fish or replace a door, you can do that. You can find it on YouTube. The advantage of Skillshare is that these are classes set up by an instructor with the goal of teaching you something instead of trying to get your attention with some dumb comedy skit or putting their silly logo on the screen all the time. I've been interested in mobile videography lately, and there's a class by Luke Brown talking about crafting stories with the clips on your phone. As a parent, I'm interested in capturing the stories that are important to my family, and as a person with limited hard drive space, I'm really interested in getting the crap out of there I don't need. How it works is pretty simple. You subscribe to Skillshare and you get access to tutorials targeted toward learning. There's all kinds of classes ranging from videography to filmography, organization, parenting is on there. I don't know how much I would trust an internet stranger to teach me about parenting, but whatever. I trusted regular strangers to be my parents anyways. I didn't have a choice, but you get it. The first 1,000 subscribers to click the link below will get access to a premium membership so they can explore their creativity. Thanks for clicking the link if you decide to do so, and thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video and making this possible.
For today's battle report, we will be playing the battle plan Shifting Objectives from the 2020 edition of the General's Handbook. At the start of each battle round, before determining who has the first turn, roll a d3. The objective with the corresponding number is the primary objective for that battle round, and the other two objectives are secondary objectives for that battle round. Each player scores victory points at the end of their turn. If the player scores the primary objective, they score 2 victory points. For each secondary objective they control, they score 1 victory point. If a player controls an objective and there's one friendly battle line unit within 6 inches, they score an additional victory point. The battle lasts for 5 rounds, and whoever has the most victory points at the end is your winner. It's Jack, and today I'm playing Ironjawz, the subfaction Iron Suns to be more specific. For my battle line, I have 2 units of brutes, one armed with a pair of brute choppers, boss claw and brute smasher, and a gore chopper. The other ones are also armed with a pair of brute choppers, a gore chopper. For the last unit of battle line, I have a unit of gore runners armed with pig iron choppers. I have a rogue idol, and for my characters, I have 2 war chanters, one armed with the killer beat and the other armed with the fix it beat. I have my general, a mega boss on Maw Crusher, and for his artifact, he has the Sun-Blessed Armor. It's the item you have to take for being Iron Suns, and what it does is worsen the Rin characteristic of enemy's weapon by 1. His command trait is Right Fist of Dakbad. It's also the command trait you have to take for being Iron Suns. At the start of the first battle round, I receive 1 additional command point. My mountain trait is meaning I'm going to do more damage with my mighty fists. And I do have a mercenary I hired. I have One-Eyed Grunnock, the War Stomper Mega Gargant. And that's going to be 2,000 points exactly of Ironjawz.
Hey guys, the Paintsmithy here. Jack has temporarily released me from his dungeon from painting all of his Lumineth for a game of Age of Sigmar. I couldn't be more honored to be a guest, and I brought my all-time favorite fantasy in the Age of Sigmar army. My Bretonians mean Flesh Eater Quartz. So I built these guys up a few years ago when Flesh Eater Quartz just got their new book. It just seemed like the right thing to do at the time. I mean, Flesh Eater Quartz are basically Bretonia. And unlike Bretonia, they are more than playable on the battlefield. I went ahead and did it. So I matched them all on bases to be as coherent as possible. So they're all properly sized. And for the most part, I think they match in just perfectly. I mean, Cryptors are knights. Crypt Flayers are knights. Lots of knights. Ghouls are zombie peasants, which, I mean, they are basically in real life anyway. So I think it all matches up pretty well. So we're taking the Grand Court of Hollowmorn, which are gloriously heavily armored knights in shining armor. It's going to give them rerolls of 1, much like the channel, for wound rolls made on the charge by Courtier and air quote knight units. So again, the Crypt Horrors and the Flayers. It gives the command ability Ravenous Crusaders, which is going to allow me to add 1 to their run and charge rolls of a unit within 9 of a hero, or I think wholly within 18 inches of the general. Also, they're going to be able to run and charge later in the same turn if I use that command point. My general is King Luan Lianghua and the Fey Enchantress, the Abhorrent Ghoul King on Royal Terrorgeist. We're going for fluffier, so I'm only bringing 1, not 3. Sorry, gents. He's got the Grave Robber command trait, which is basically going to add 1 to his attacks and damage characteristics when he's within 3 of an enemy hero, who's also got an artifact. He's rocking the Lore of Madness spell Spectral Host, so if that goes off, it's going to let him run and charge, or give another unit the ability to fly, like an eagle. He's got the Hollowmourne artifact of Power, the Corpsefang Gauntlet, which is going to let him challenge something after he charges. He's going to pick an enemy within 1 of him and roll dice, and on a 2-up he can do like 3 mortal wounds? Yeah. Lastly, his beloved Mount Beaquist here has got the Gruesome Bite trait. I know, not very original. It's going to let her reroll failed hit rolls for the Fanged Maw. So yes, I am indeed fishing for those 6 mortal wounds on 6s. Next up, we've got the Archregent, Henry Le Massif, also known as Big Hank in English. He's rocking the Dermal Robes, which were forged by the Enchantress herself, and the spell from the Lore of Madness, Deranged Transformation, for movement shenanigans. And he's got the spell Ferocious Hunger, which is just gives more attacks to a unit. So he's going to plop up on his Charnel Throne at the start of the game to hopefully summon a Vargarl Courtier, aka the Green Knight back there. So for the rest of the Noble Knights, we've got Duke Bohemond of Bastion in the yellow and the red, and Paladin Orleandu of Paravon. They're counting as the Crypt Haunter Courtiers, and they're going to be leading the charges and hopefully reinforcing the Knights by bringing dudes back. For battle line, we've got 2 6-man units of just said Knights, and ideally we'll summon a 3-man Crypt Horror squad later by the King. This is the bread and the butter. So they're in lance formation, they're ready to rock. And then, of course, we've got their beloved men-at-arms here, their meat shields, the guys who got Attila farms. They're going to be the Crypt Ghouls, and they are peasants that I have lovingly butchered to be more appropriate. They're practically zombies. Last but not least, we've got the 3-man squad of Crypt Flayers. They are flying high, and they are Pegasus Knights. They're pretty fast, they're pretty cool, and I love the models, and I had to fit them in here. So I've taken the attendance of the Corp Battalion. So for the Paladin and 2 lances of 6 Knights, they get to reroll hit rolls. Just in general, so long as I believe the Abhorrent Ghoul King or the Archregent is alive, whoever's the general, I think it is. They already do reroll stuff, I think, within 18 inches, but this kind of gives them a little bit more space. And this is going to perfectly wrap up my 2,000 points. It's 2,000 on the dot. So long live the king, and let's have at it. I'll try not to forget too many rules.
All set up, going over deployment. I have a unit of brutes inside the overgrown terrain next to my rogue idol with the war chanter with the killer beat. My general behind this volcanic terrain that I made sure to stay inch away from, so I don't want to burn up. The one with the get 'em and the fix it beat is next to this unit of Gorgruntas. They're from the south side of Akshi. Unit of brutes, and here is my allied in War Stomper next to this overgrown terrain. In the middle we have some arcane terrain. Next to the objective that is worth the most points there, because we're playing shipping objectives. Commanding terrain there, trying to get some extra CP. We have a unit of peasants, aka ghouls, next to this arcane terrain. We have Leon Kerr, the Terrorgeist King, and the awesome knight. Look at that sword.
Henry Le Massif.
Just pause the video and zoom in on that sword. It is amazing. There's the Archregent next to the Charnel Throne, so he can get his abilities for free. Thanks, GW. We have a
Haunter Courtier
next to these ghouls. 2 units of horrors next to another Haunter Courtier. Another unit of ghouls and a unit of flayers, and that is how we set up. This is damned terrain, this is healing terrain, and arcane terrain, because Noah's a lucky devil. Now Noah, you finished deploying first. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm Britonia, so I elect to pray and let you take the first.
Okay, so we're going to Ironjawz, turn 1. Starting off with Ironjawz hero phase, I will be using Violent Fury on my rogue idol. I will be using Violent Fury on my mega boss on Maw Crusher. And now I will be using, with my 2 command points, since I had one because it's my turn, and because the command trait I have for being Iron Suns, I get an extra one. I'm going to use Mighty Destroyers twice, once on this Mega Boss, and once on my Rogue Idol, who does have the Ironjawz keyword. And I will move them and be back. That is how my Mega Boss and my Rogue Idol ended up. I'm going for that alpha. I'm going into it. I'm playing Deepkin. Let's get this going. All right, going to the movement phase, even though I just moved. Ironjawz turn 1 movement phase, I ran up my Gorgrundas to get the objective in the middle. I also ran my Brutes to try to get the objectives on the flanks, and I ran up my War Stomper Mega Gargant to support the Gorgrundas. I moved again with my Rogue Idol and Mega Boss on Maw Crusher, because with Mighty Destroyers you can move in your hero phase and then move again in your movement phase, so that is a lot of movement. And I ran up my War Chanters to try to get Violent Fury on my troops the next turn. Into the movement phase is how we ended up. Scooted forward, got a little closer with these guys. And actually, I was surprised I got in range of getting this objective, so I definitely have 2 of them. And this one is in no man's land. That ain't getting got by nobody on my team. Gonna go into the shooting phase. Got Entered Bursting Bellows. I have D6 shots. 5. Going against the ghouls. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. All hits. Wounding on 3s. This is -1 rend. Just 2 at a -1.
What kind of man attacks a praying army?
Okay.
Not a man, an orc.
Kick him when they're down.
So we've got the lady saves here, the deathless saves. These are going to be 6-ups.
Down on one knee.
Okay.
That's 2
They didn't pray hard
dead
enough.
ghouls. Charge phase. I am Ironjawz, so I will be getting a +1 to this. Let's start with my general. So that's going to be a 6-inch charge. That's going to be able to make it. Boom, that's how he ended up. He does have impact hits. Let's do that. Destructive bulk. Every 5-up is going to be a mortal wound. I have 8 because I'm at my top profile. And so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 mortal wounds on these peasants.
Lady protected 1.
Yeah. Going with another charge. This is going to come from my Rogue Idol. Let's see. Ooh, 11 inches. Let's see where I can get with that. Ooh. Way back here. Get in range of this guy. I'm going to smash and bash him. Watch. No, I'm not going to smash and bash him, but hopefully I will. So, because this Rogue Idol actually does not do impact hits, I looked it up. It looks like he should, but hey, I don't make the rules. Going into the combat phase, I will be choosing to go first with my Mega Boss on Maw Crusher. Piled in with my general. Just looked it up. The Maw Crusher only has 1-inch range, so I cannot hit the Arch Regent, which I was hoping for. But because I have the Boss Haka and Choppa, I have a 2-inch range, so that's going to be fun to fight with. So that's splitting my attacks as usual. Always do it. That they're going to go into the Arch Regent, and the big bad Wyvern, the Wyvern on steroids, he's going into the 3 peasants. Let's get that out of the way. So I have 8 Mighty Fists attack. 2, 4, 6, 8. Hitting on 3s. Okay. I missed twice. That's 6 hits. And I'm wounding on 3s. Okay, and that's 4 at a -2. So it's going to go straight through. I have Minin.
It does not go straight through.
-2 rend on these guys.
Oh, on those guys? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so he has Violent Fury, so it's +1 damage. That's 2 damage, and then he has another +1 damage. So they're 4 damage each.
So it's 8.
No, it's 4. It's 12.
I'm still gonna roll it.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make it happen. There's like 3 peasants there.
You
They
can
love
do
their
it.
lord.
I believe you. You saved a couple, but I think I might have got 3.
They let me double.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and that will trigger smashing and bashing, but first I need to finish my attacks. Attacking with the Boss, Gorhaka, and Choppa. 8 attacks, hitting on 3s. Ooh, that's pretty good. 7 hits. And wounding on 3s. That will be, just 2.
Minus?
A -1 rend.
All right, so he's going to have a 5-up, 6-up.
Okay. 5 up. Okay, and they're going to be 3 damage each because he has Violent Fury.
Ow. All right. Lady, help me now.
Ooh, hey, you saved 2.
Take 4.
Smashing and bashing, attacking with the Rogue Idol. He does get to reroll 1s to hit because he charged. So I'm going with his Boulder Fist first, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Oh, there's a 2, the dreaded 2. And wounding on 2s. Okay, that and his -2 rend. 6 up.
For the lady. Yeah. No.
All right, it's D6 +1 damage. That was just 2.
Oh, you gonna take it.
Going with my Stomping Feet. I have 10 of these because I'm at my top profile. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. 3 1s. Right. All right, and so it's going to be 2 misses. Now, wounding on 3s, a -1 rend on this. Oh, actually, never mind. Still -2. Ooh, that was a great roll. So it's 2, 4, 6, 7 at a -2.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. -2. So he's gonna have a 6-up again. Oof.
Ooh, and that's going to be 3 damage each.
I might just lose him. All right, hoping on a miracle here. Did not see this coming. We really need the lady right now. See how cursed these dice really are. So it's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, well, he's going down, but he ain't going down without screaming. So he's going to do D3 mortal wounds to everything within 3. He's going to do 2.
2. All right, I do have a 5-up ward save. Putting that on the map. Save 1, take 1. Jack here. Ignore that. Jack here. Noah and I decided to restart the game after that
Devastating.
Ironjawz turn 1. This is the first time Noah actually got to play against Ironjaw, and it's only like his 6th or 7th game of AOS. So he's going to hopefully learn his lesson. Smashing and bashing. Mighty Destroyers. Alpha. Hopefully he chaffs up. We'll see what he does. We're going to run the game back, and hopefully he learned a lesson. So before the second game starts, I want to point out that we actually get a rule wrong. It's called Gruesome Bite. It's a mount trait for the Terrorgeist. You can reroll failed hits for the Mount's Fanged Maw. We actually just reroll hits. So he's trying to fish for 6s to get those mortal wounds. You can't actually do that. You can only reroll failed hits. So I believe it hits on a 4, so he could only reroll the 1s, the 2s, and the 3s, not the 4s and the 5s. After deployment, let's go over the table setup. We have this overgrown pile of dragon treasure next to these brutes, an old one-eyed Grunnock, a unit of 3 Gore Runners, Warchanter with the Killer Beat, my Orc Mega Boss on Maw Crusher, my other Warchanter with the Get 'em Beat. This one has the Killer Beat. This one has the Get 'em Beat. This is my Rogue Idol next to these overgrown terrain-covered brutes. Commanding. This is the important objective. We're playing 3 shifting objectives, excuse me. Arcane Dam Terrain next to these flayers with these peasant bowmen in the front, aka ghouls. Some horrors back there, the knights. The paladin is a Crypt Courtier.
Yep, Crypt Haunter Courtier.
Crypt Haunter Courtier. There's some more horrors, more Crypt Haunter Courtiers. The King Leon Cur and the Fey Enchanters, they're actually a Ghoul King on Terrorgeist. The Knight on Foot is a Archregent next to the Arcane Terrain, so he's actually going to get +1 to cast and a free ability to summon without using a CP. And that is where we're going. And so, you finished deploying first, my friend.
Which means I get to choose who's going first. And I got to stay true to my roots. We're going to pray turn 1 for our ward saves, because that's how we get them.
Oh, very
I'm
good.
going to let the orcs... They couldn't possibly reach here in 1 turn.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
But we're going to pray.
We're going to show. And so, we're going to go Ironjawz, turn 1. Ironjawz, turn 1. In my hero phase, I'm going to use Violent Fury on the Gorg Runners from that one. That Warchanter. This Warchanter, he's going to do Violent Fury on the Rogue Idol. Then I'm going to do Mighty Destroyers twice. Going to use it on the Gorg Runner, and I'm going to use it on the Rogue Idol, and I'm going to come back after I'm done. I forgot to point out that's volcanic terrain, but I didn't have anybody within an inch, so nobody's getting blowed up. Moved forward my Rogue Idol, move forward my Gorg Runners. Going to take my little tokens with me, and that's going to be it for my hero phase because I do not have a wizard. Going into movement phase. Ironjawz, game 2, turn 1 movement phase. Hopefully I can just get a repeat of the last game, but this time I'm using my Gorg Runners instead of my Mega Boss on Maw Crusher. So I moved my Gorg Runners forward along with my Rogue Idol. I ran everybody else up, but I wasn't able to get the objectives like I was the first game. But I'm pretty sure I'm just going to smash them again. So here we go. So going into the charge phase, this is how we ended up. Moved all my guys over. I rolled a 6 for the Maw Crusher, and I was just an inch out from getting that objective. And so I was like, I don't want to go that way then, because I'd just get sacrificed. Now, I'm going to go to charges. Going first with the Gorg Runners. Going to plus how that charge ended up. So there's going to be 2 pigs that get impact hits on a 4-up. 1 mortal wound.
All right. These serfs are here to protect their liege.
Ooh.
Oh, I saw the 6. All right, we're losing 1.
Okay. Now I'm going into the Rogue Idol charge. This is going to be great. That's what I need. Big numbies. 4. That's small numbies. 4 inches. Let me measure that. That is a failed charge. I needed a 5 at least, but that's okay. So that's going to be it for my charge phase. Going into combat. Gorg Runners piled in. I'm going to attack with my Pig Iron Choppers. That's 4 attacks each, +1 for the champion. Hitting on 3s. Ooh, good roll there. Only missed 3 times. Wounded on 3s, -1 rend. And because of Violent Fury, it's 2 damage each.
Yikes.
And so that's going to be a total of 2, 4, 6 at a -1.
Okay, well, you know they've only got a 6 up, so it's going to
Okay.
go straight to Deathless.
12 wounds.
Good luck, peasants. Oh no, my ghoulies. So, we'll make 4, meaning we're going to take 5, 6, only 7 die.
7. And now we're going to attack you with my pick attacks. Because I charged, I get to add +1 to hit and wound to the pick attacks. Ooh, okay, that was another good roll. Only missed 3 times. And wounded on 3s, no rend on this though. So will you get your 6 up? Save. That's going to be a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No rend.
Got it. All right, so here's 10.
Roll it.
All right, looking for 6s, followed by 6s.
Okay, save 2 there.
Yeah. I mean, gotta try. Nah.
Okay, that is the unit. But because I spectacularly failed the charge with my Rogue Idol, I was trying to trigger Smashing and Bashing and pile in 3 inches and go into him. But these guys, they're within 3. It looks like they can pile in.
That's the lady for you. She protected us. And the guys.
They are not within 3, so that won't be happening. So that is going to be the end of the turn for Ironjawz. I have the middle objective, so that's gonna, but it's not with battle line, so I don't get the bonus. So that's just gonna be 1, 2, 3 points. Let me double check. Yeah, it's 2 for the primary, and if it was battle line, I would get extra point. But because this big old War Stomper is not battle line, I don't get that extra. Now going on to Paternians, turn 1. I mean, Flesh Eater Quartz.
Hey guys, okay, so Flesh Eater Quartz turn 1. We prayed and we weathered the storm, and the lady blinded that rock golem. So we have a good chance.
It's called Rogue Idol.
Rogue Idol, golem, all the same. So we're going to go ahead and do the Ravenous Crusader, and it's going to be off of our general with an 18. And he's going to go ahead and...
Is it within or wholly within?
Ooh. Or 9 inches of a friendly hero.
Okay,
So,
that guy's within 9, so
Yeah.
it's good.
there we go. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to let us, so we'll go down from 2 to 1. It's going to let us run and charge. It's going to give +1 to our things. So
Excellent.
we're going to go to casting now.
Okay.
All right, we're going to start with Henry Le Massif. He's going to go ahead as the Arch Regent and try to cast Ferocious Hunger. He's got the Dermal Robe, so he's got a +1. And he's next to this thing, so another +1. So we've got a +2. We're looking for a 6. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's going on.
We don't even need to reroll that. So that's going to go off onto our Ghoul King. So Leoncoeur is going to end up getting +1 to his attack characteristics of all of his melee weapons.
Excellent.
So we're going to roll the D3 to see what else we get to him. We'll see how much. Oh, yeah.
3.
He's
So
getting...
Is it +4?
He's going to be +4
Ooh, wow.
for attack. All right. Big Hank's going to go ahead and do another spell because he gets 2. He's going to do Deranged Transformation. It's 24 inches to these boys over here. It's going to increase their movement, basically. So it goes off on a 6 as well. Oh, yeah.
Goes off, +2 to that. So they get +6 to their movement. All right, so they get +4 to their movement, not +6.
Slight miscalculation there. That's a Holy Within, and I'm just barely out. So we're just going to give it to the Paladin over here,
Okay,
the
so
Courtier. All right, last but not least, we're going to have King Leoncoeur. He's got the Fey Enchantress here as the Royal Terrorgeist. He's going to cast Black Hunger on himself. It's just going to give him +1 to his attack characteristics. Goes off on a 5. He's also at a +1 because of this cool volcano. Oh, yeah.
Goes off. Well, that didn't go as I expected. Flesh Eater Quartz turn 1 movement phase. Noah moved his flayers forward along with the ghouls to grab objectives. The horrors maneuvered into charge range with the Courtier, and the Ghoul King on Terrorgeist flew closer to the Rogue Idol to ensure a charge. Noah left his Arch Regent next to the throne so he could summon a free Vargulft, and that is the end of his movement phase. End of the movement phase is how we ended up. Everybody moved forward. Went to grab that objective. Objective grabbage. And a summoned Vargulf.
The Green Knight.
Now we're going to the shooting phase.
All right, my Crypt Flayers, the Pegasus Knights, are going to go ahead and shriek and insult these filthy greenskins. We're going to go ahead and do our Death Scream. It's going to be 2d6 for each one. And then we're going to do the difference between his pitiful leadership of 6. And it's going to be -2 to this roll because we are out of 3 inches. All right. So.
Oh, that's 10 minus 2 is 8, taking 2 wounds. Ouch! Next guy.
All right. Middle guy.
Oh my gosh. Minus 2 from that is 9. It's 3. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, excuse me. That's not 3. So 3 mortal wounds.
Last guy.
Okay.
Only 5.
I'm good.
You're good.
I mean, not good. That actually hurt me, but I'm not. More damage isn't happening. Okay, on to the next streak.
Same kind of thing. It's coming straight from the Ghoul King himself.
Death streak.
All right, so this one's a little different than the other one. This is just going to be a flat 6. He's at full health, added to whatever this die roll is.
Buckbeak is screaming at me. I have a bravery of 10, so 6 is not over, so I'm not taking any damage.
Bravery 10?
Yeah, you asked me that off the camera, and I told you it was 10.
I completely forgot. What a rock monster.
Yeah, well, what's he got to be afraid of? He's a big old rock guy.
He probably doesn't even have ears.
Yeah, he's the god. He's a representation of the god. Look at him. What's he scared of?
Well, gods don't die, so we'll see about that.
Oh, yeah. Charging.
Pegasus Knights are going in to finish their prey. No, there. Well, maybe.
That's not. Do you have a bonus?
I do. For a Hallmark.
+1?
Yes. But 4 inches here. Even +1.
They failed the charge, so he knows my pain of the Rogue Idol failed charge. Next, going on to these horrors.
Yeah, these Knights of the Realm, they're going to go ahead and try to charge into this big rock monster.
Ooh, that's 9, 10.
They don't even need the +1.
That's how the horrors ended up. The Knights going into the other unit of horrors.
All right, here they go.
They cannot fail because they get a +1.
But formalities.
Yeah, they're in there.
He could fail, I think.
That's how they ended up.
Yeah.
Now the Courtier. Courtier.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, he's in there with an 11.
With his boys.
Last charge, the General.
King Louis. Get him. I saw the 1 there.
He's in there.
All right, this is King Lewin's big moment to shine. He has a disgusting amount of attacks thanks to those spells earlier. He's going with the Fanged Moffer, so Beaquist is going to try to bite the hell out of this thing. So he's got 4.
It is the first battle round, and I'm... Excuse me. I'll edit that part out. It's the first battle round, so he is -1 to hit me.
Yep, so normally these would be hitting on 4s. They're hitting on 5s, but I chose the Royal Mount trait that's going to let him re-roll these. And we're looking for 6s. And I see some.
2 6s.
And we're going to re-roll everything else. Okay, good sir.
So 4 6s.
That's going to be...
24 damage.
Yep.
All right, so that is 24 wounds. I have a 5-up ward save. Let's see if I'm dead already. I am. Okay, so pick him up.
The mighty hero.
Ooh, let's see how many
Britannia.
wounds I took, though. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Ooh, just enough to kill him.
We didn't use our claws or
Yeah. You can't spend another command point and get in there.
and just try to go for it, I guess,
Yeah,
right?
spend that CP and fight. Or do you, you can see if the horse can kill me. But if you don't do this now, because you can kill them without me attacking.
That's true. I might as well. I'm on a high with how many attacks he's got.
For
so
sure.
I'll spend my last command point,
And pile
and he'll
in.
just fly back in here. I roll here now.
Yeah, still -1, so you need 5s to hit, but 6s are 6 mortal wounds.
Here goes the Moz again. Beaquist.
All right, so that's 6. You're re-rolling all of those.
We're going for goal.
Another 6, so that's 12 so far. All right, took 12 damage, just killing 2.
Looking for 3s. That's
And
1.
1, -2.
Yep.
I'll re-roll that. It's going through. D6 damage.
3.
All right, that is finishing off the unit.
He hungry. I mean honorable.
Woohoo. Going with the War Chanter into the... I'm going to pile in. I'm going to attack with them just to get further away from the rest of those guys.
Smart play.
Hitting on 4s. 6s are extra hits, so that will be 3 hits. And then wounding on 3s. 2, no rend.
No rent. Okay. Nope.
Taking 1 each.
Oh yeah.
Aha! 2 damage. Pile in.
All right, we got our Cryptors. We can only get 3 of these guys in because he cheekily shifted a little back there when he piled in. We're getting 3 each. They're re-rolling hits. both because of the being within 18 inches here and also because of the attendance at the court.
Mm-hmm.
They're re-rolling wounds of 1, so we're looking for 6s on the hit, though. And we're at -1.
Oh, yeah, -1. So we roll at 3. Okay. So 5's on the hit, right?
Yep.
And re-roll.
I think they have 3s.
There we go. Hitting on 5s. Let's go.
Here's the re-rolls. Oh.
Oh, 2 more.
And these are 6s, so you'll have to roll these separately.
Will they rend?
They do not rend.
Oh, what do they do? Ooh, damage of 3 instead of 2 on those ones. So, but they still have to roll the hit. To wound, because you didn't wound yet. Never mind, it's to wound on a 6 is extra damage. So here we go. So any 6s, like those 2, I need to roll separately. And the other 2 normal ones, so I have a 4-up save. These are to the 6s. No rend, so I save 1. That's 3 damage. And the other 2? That is 5 damage. I'm still alive. Hey, hey. Ouch, going to the battle shock. So these guys, I lost 2, bravery 6. I'm good. Hey, hey, look at that. Now, so scoring. Are these battle line in your arm? Going to the points, we have, this is battle line, so he gets an extra point, so that's 2. The middle's worth 2, and he's battle line, that's 3, going to 5. These are not battle line, only if you're blister skin, or I think if you have a courtier flair as your general, they become battle line. So that's just going to be 6 points to 2. Going for robot dice roll off. Priority roll, here we go. It's going to be an important one.
For the lady.
6, oh my gosh.
All right, so we got the double turn. We did our noble blood here, so they healed 1 wound because they're nobles. We're going to go ahead and start with the Archregent. He's going to go ahead and do his same thing as before. Let's see here. Ferocious Hunger. And it's going to be on King Louis.
Plus 2 to cast.
Oh, yeah.
So goes off.
4 or 5, yeah, because the pluses. And then he's going to go ahead and do Black Hunger.
Wait, how many? Does you have to roll a d3? See how many you get.
Oh, yeah. Good idea. He's only getting 1.
Okay. And now the Black Hunger.
Also
it goes off.
And that's just going to be +1, so he's going to be at +2. All right, so Henry's got 1 more spell. He's going to go ahead and do his deranged transformation on this unit of Cryptors. Looking for the 6. Got it. So it's going to add to their movement. 3, 4? Yeah.
Flesh Eater Court's movement phase, turn 2 with the double turn. Noah moved his Ghoul King on Terrorgeist forward to make the charge easier on the Mega Gargant. The Flayers flew closer to the Mega Boss on Maw Crusher, and the Horror unit that's not in combat moved closer to the Mega Gargant to ensure easier charge. The Ghouls got out of their way. The Archregent, the Vargolf, and the 2 Courtiers moved forward as well.
All right, the Pegasus Knights, Crypt Flayers, they're going to go ahead. They moved over here within 3 inches. They flew over the lava. They're going to scream at this guy. So starting from left to right, each guy.
Bravery 8, -2.
Nope.
Nothing.
Middle guy.
Ooh, oh, that's 10. -2 is 8.
You're still good. Last guy. Cacao!
Ooh,
Nope.
that's 9. So you're good. Now the other sort of shriek. So I think it was 6, right? Of your top thing.
Yep.
So my would be 7. So I need you to roll a 1, please. I'd enjoy that.
That is the channel. Let's see how brave this giant is.
Oh, that's super cocked.
Oh, it's because it's a 6.
Roll it over here.
All right.
Ah! Don't you know I have cotton stuffed in my ears? Charges.
All right, King Lewin, get him.
Leon Kerr is about to... I was going to say something negative, but I'm trying to be positive in this situation, even though it's hard. Boom, next.
All right, the shiny knights in shiny armor. Not Cryptors at all.
Okay, +1 to that. So there, right? Next charge.
Pegasus Knights, tie this Maw Crusher up. They will.
5. Oh, wow. No, they've been rolling bad for their charges all game.
They're a little hesitant.
That is how we ended up there. Any more charges in this beautifully painted army? I'm going to try to steal some of it.
Too kind. Nah, these peasants are going to just toil the fields.
Yeah, doing what they do. Staying on that objective. So it's going to go to the combat. Going to combat phase, we looked it up. He shouldn't have had 5 extra attacks per everything. It should have been 4. But he would have killed everything anyway. We saw those rolls. So now let's go into the giant. Hopefully you roll.
All right, King Louis is going to use the Corpse Fang Gauntlet. He's challenging this big old boy here who doesn't wear a shirt to a duel. So on a 2-up, D3 mortal wounds.
Cool, thank you.
Why did I say that?
Appreciate that. All right. So now going to do the other stuff.
All right, here comes the Maws again. Looking for 6s. I will accept 4s. Or maybe I'll re-roll them for 6s.
Yeah, true. There's 2 6s, so that's 12 total so far.
How many wounds has he got?
35.
I'm gonna go ahead and go for broke.
That's what I'm talking about. Are we here to play games or are we here to kill stuff?
A little both.
And you can stop rolling like a barbarian. That'd be cool.
That's what you want.
Oh, look at that.
It was worth it.
Okay. And yeah, so that's a total of 12, 18 wounds.
And then that's another one.
All right, and that's -2.
Yep.
All right, so need 6s. Go through. D6.
4 more.
Ooh, so that is total of 22 wounds.
All right, so here's the last one. This is King Louis himself. He's swinging. So it's 3s and 3s for his gory talents.
I hope you find out the god you're worshiping is a false god.
What are you talking about, man? She's a beautiful lady. Or Nagash.
Oh, look at all that.
Lucky those aren't the moth. Looking for 3s.
Ooh, what's the rend on that?
That's only be a rend of -1 as well.
So 4 total?
5.
5 total. Oh my gosh, I got the extra dice and everything. Dig in my pocket.
It is only 1 damage though.
Oh, okay. Here's 4 of them. Taking 2. Yep, taking 2. So that was 28.
Yes.
Plus 2, 30.
All right, I lied when I said that's all he had, because he's going to do it again.
Pile in an attack again for a command point. Whew. And let's get these dice.
He's here to slay giants. And he's going to do it.
Okay, that is 6 mortal wounds, so that's 30. Oh, I'm dead, actually.
Yeah. How sad would this be?
Timber! We have to roll off. The winner picks a point on the battlefield within 5 inches, and each enemy unit within 3 of that takes mortal wounds.
Ooh.
4, 5. Ooh, I get to take it.
It would have been so funny for him to fall in the Maw Crusher.
Picking the point between the horrors and the king. King, you're taking 3. And horrors, you're taking 1.
All right, so King's got a 6-up lady save.
And the last one.
These guys.
Alright, so they're taking the mortal wound. Oh, I get to fight back. Hey, I'm excited about this. Going with my Mega Boss on Maw Crusher, I'm going to attack you with my fists, my mighty fists, which are going to be 8 dice. Hitting on 3s. Ooh, there we go. I like that. Wounding on 3s. Oh, no, that's not as good. 3 at a -2 into the flares. Meaning, so that's 3 damage each. So it's going to be 9. Ooh, it needs a 6
No,
up.
not quite. 8 damage.
Now going with the boss gore hacker chopper. Yeah, I have the one with 2 range. Yeah, so 8 attacks on this. 3s. Ooh, good. And 3s. Okay, that's going to be a total of 2, 4, 6 at -1 range. These are 2 damage each.
Got it. So they got a 6-up. Well, he's got a 6-up. Yeah.
Hey, save 2, so that's 2 damage each. It's going to be 6 damage.
See if the lady's chosen this poor guy. No.
Alright, so that is a unit.
Woo! Something.
Smashing and bashing. Hey, that's 6 attacks for this guy. He's mad. Here go my friends. Hitting you on 4. Oh, 2. So those 2 6s turn into 2 hits and wound you on 3s. 4 at a -0.
I like that.
I'm angry.
You're always angry when you're hungry.
What's your save?
It's a 5-up.
Okay, so 2 go through.
6s. Nope.
Take that.
So that's total of 3 damage. You've done. He healed 1, so he's still kicking with 1 wound.
Oh my gosh, pig pile. Poor War Chanter. What did he ever do to you? Besides do 4 wounds when you healed 1.
He knows what he did.
That's all good. Horrors!
Looking for 6s.
Well, I hope you don't roll.
And 4s.
Okay, now we're going to fight me back.
So here comes the 3s and looking for 6s as well.
Oh, I hope you don't hurt me.
At the club. With the clubs.
Okay, so that's going to be 2 with no rend. I could live through this if I make both of these at a 4-up. Come on, I can do this.
The tension.
I didn't make it. Alright, so the Auric War Chanter is gone.
He's chanted his last.
Piling in with these horrors, they were within 3, so they're going to hurt me.
A little bit. They might.
Just going to be 2 guys getting in range there, though. So 2 horrors in range, 1 being the champion.
Going for 4.
Okay, yeah, that is going to be 4 hits, 3s to wound, 6s are 3 damage instead of 1.
And I forgot I get to reroll my wounds of 1, so that don't matter.
Okay, so these 2 are for the normal ones. Saved them both because you don't have rend.
Nope.
And this is for the 3 damage one. Save that because you don't have rend.
They tried.
Oh my gosh, that was okay. It was. I mean, I knew the giant was going down this guy. This guy, if he's on the offense, it's not happening. So it's gonna go. We're gonna count points again. We have these guys are within range of that, within 6. So there's 3 points. He kept that one because you can tap and go. That's 4, 5, 6 points. So it's 12. Oh. We forgot to do this. This needs to, so this might change.
Whoa.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
So haha, I'm still in the game. Look at me.
Just a bit.
Yeah. So ignore that. We forgot to do stuff. But this one was the important one, as I planned it to be. And so now you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. 5, 6. You still on that. 6 points. Wait. I'm doing something wrong. Yeah. No. It actually did say the same.
Because I had all 3 points.
Yeah, and you still have that one. So, yeah, it's still 6 points. 12. Trying to figure out what I can do. It is not looking good, but I have a little trick I can do. So I'm going to use Violent Fury on the Maw Crusher, giving him +1 damage. And now I'm going to use Mighty Destroyers to fight in the hero phase, and I'm going to fight these horrors. I don't know if I can do enough damage to get them out, but we shall see. Okay, fighting. So we're going to go with the boss, Gore, Haka, and Choppa. Evade attacks, hitting on 3s. Ooh, and okay, that's good. Wounded on 3s at a -1 rend. Okay, I'll take that. That's 4 at a -1.
All right, 6 ups. Holy.
Okay, so that's 3 damage each, so 9 damage.
Got it. Save.
Here we go. 9 damage. Oh, 7, 2, so taking
1. That's 2 because you wounded a guy.
Woohoo!
So far.
Going with the Mighty Fist and Tail, 3s and 3s again. Okay. And 3s. Oh, that's not what I needed. That's 2 at a -2, so that's going to be 4 damage each. It's going to be a total of 8 damage.
Here we go. Ooh.
Okay.
So make 1 6, so it's going to be 1 crippled and 1 dead.
Alrighty. Ironjawz turn 2 movement phase. I don't have a lot left. So I'm going to run and grab the right objective with my unit of brutes, and I'm going to move my other brutes forward on the left flank in the hopes to charge the ghouls and destroy them and take that objective. I'm going to pull back my War Chanda in the hopes I can use Violent Fury on my Mega Boss on Maw Crusher if I get the double turn. Into the movement, that's how we ended up. Ran back with my War Chanta, ran over with my brutes to grab that objective, and moved up so I can make that charge. Now we're going to go to shooting, because I do have a shooting attack. Got my shooting attack, gonna let him hear my beautiful singing voice. D6, oh, just 2. And I'm gonna be hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, -1 rend, 1 damage. See what I can do. 1 hit, 1 wound, -1 rend.
6 up.
And that's gonna be 1 damage for your ward save.
It's just
Deathless
enough.
save. Boom, get out of here. I don't like you. Charging with the brutes. 3, I'm just outside of 3. And I get +1, so that's 4. Because I am an Ironjaw. Whew, I was sweating about that.
That Ironjaw saved your butt.
Yeah, that Ironjaw did save my butt. Okay. Hey,
yeah.
It's Jack here. I forgot he gets Strength of Victory, so he gets +1 attack for the guy on top. And +1 wound. So I'm at a 16 wound Maw Crusher now. And now I'm going to reap vengeance and be at a 17 wound because I'm going to kill more guys. My boss, Gore, Haka, and Choppa is hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. I get a +1 to this attack now, so it's 9 attacks. Get out of there. Wound roll. Nobody's hurt over here. And then 3s at a -1. So that's 4 at a -1.
6 up.
3 damage each because I am still violently furied.
There's always hope. Thank you,
Okay,
lady.
so yeah, and that's 9 damage.
It's a -1, right?
Yeah, -1 rend, yeah.
Here we go, looking for 6s. Come on, boys.
Okay, you're taking...
Well, I can still live. I can still make it. I know. So it's going to do enough to kill both because they're 4 wounds.
Which will trigger smashing and bashing. Fighting with the brutes. The guy in the back has a 2-inch range. So we have 3 guys with a pair of brute choppas. They're hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, a -1 rend, 1 damage. All right, let's get these 1s and 2s out of here. More than I'd like, but hey. So 2, 4, 6, 7 hits. And then wounded on 3s. Okay, there we go. That's 5 and a -1.
All right, deathless. Pray harder, peasants.
Deathless save.
Oh,
Ooh, taking 5. Ooh, someone's getting subjective, and his name is Jack.
you're presumptuous.
Going with the... Oh, yeah, I couldn't roll super bad. I don't have it yet.
Don't let your hubris.
Hitting on 4s. Ow, right, my hubris. Okay, 2 hits. There we go. Wounded on 3s. No!
Your hubris.
My hubris. Okay, the boss chopper. Please don't save me. Oh! And then 3. Oh,
The lady.
Mother.
The lady
Jeez.
has blessed these
God.
ghoul, hideous peasants.
Golly.
All right, here they go. The peasants are going to slap you back. Henry's watching. He's over here. He's glaring.
Reroll the 1.
Yes, because they've got an abhorrent nearby. Yeah, it didn't matter.
Wounded on 4s.
Not bad.
Alrighty. What do we got? That's a total of 6.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so my brutes have a 4-up save. Ouch, you killed the brute. Oof.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Oh, so going to battle shock. I have a bravery 6, -1. 1, I'm good.
They're 10. -5.
Yep, you're good. Look at I don't take that, but I do have this one, giving me a total of 3 points, because that's a battle line. He does get +1 to his attack and +1 to his wound. And so I got 3 points. That's putting me up to 5 to Noah's 12. And so we'll do robot dice roll off and see what we got. Robot dice, I need this. I really do.
For the lady.
Aha, I tricked you.
4.
4. Can I beat a 4?
No.
Ah, I can with a 5. Oh,
Double turn.
that's how I'm going to do robot dice roll off all the time.
You're a cheater.
Okay, going on to Ironjawz, turn 3. Before I actually forgot to see where that goes. 1, hey. Let's go to the other end. A Violent Frenzy on the Maw Crusher. And you know what? So I'm not going to do the overhead shot right now because I'm just moving one guy over to here, outside of 3. And let's get some shooting in. You know who I'm shooting. You know. Revenge. I'm going to yell at Buckbeak right in his face. It's D6. 3. Hitting on 2s. And then wounding on 3s. Oh, okay, I'm getting the ones out of the way now.
He's not afraid.
Getting out of the ones. I'm not afraid to take a stand. All right, charging. +1 to this. 6, 7.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna smash just like that. Nothing fancy. Not trying to pull. Actually, let me scoot over a little bit. I want to pull those ghouls in. Oh, maybe I do. I'll pull the ghouls in. I will. Boom. And now I'm gonna do my destructive bulk. Destructive bulk. Every 5 up is a mortal wound. I rolled 3, so that's 3 mortal wounds on you.
All right, see if the lady can help him out in his time of need.
Ooh, that's 1. Okay. Going to the combat phase. Start of the combat phase, I'm going to use a command point to use all-out attack, or, yeah, all-out assault or all-out attack. The one that gives you reroll hit rolls of 1. And it's sad that I can't remember the name of that. So, I'm going to reroll my hit rolls of 1 into... Now, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, I have 10 attacks because I killed at least 2 models. Oh, look at all those 2s. I don't like that.
That's 3 2s.
3 2s. Reroll that 1. Okay, thank you. You made up for it. And now, wounding on 3s at a -1 range. Hey, so that's 4 at a -1.
All right, 5 up. Use the shield. Ah.
That was cocked.
Let's see. No.
Okay, so that's going to be 3 damage each because of Violent Fury, so that's 9 damage. 9 damage. I hope you don't roll any 6s.
The lady.
So 3. She's taking 6. Mighty Fist and Tail. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. A couple 2s. And wounding on 3s.
The lady protects.
Fighting with the peasants.
All right, looking for 4s. So it's going to be, looks like 4 hits.
All right, and 3's to wound or 4's to wound? 4's to wound.
4's to wound. Club him.
All right, 2. Save 1, take 1. Fighting with the paired choppers. 3s and 3s. So that's 3 at a -1.
So going straight to death. Hey, lady.
Taking 2. And now we're going to go the Gore Chopper and back. That's 3 attacks hitting on 4s. All 3 hit. Wounded on 3s. 1 at -1.
6 up.
All right.
She protects.
There's 2 damage.
Oh. Oh, you just had to spite me. Okay.
Okay, 1. And now the boss chopper, which is 3s. And 3s. 1 at -1. That's 2 damage.
2 damage, so you can do it. Odds aren't looking good. Hang in there. Yes!
Okay, 1 guy left. But I do take that point.
King Luancourt survived, and he's going to strike back. He's going to kill all 3 massive monsters. Looking for 6s.
Alright, so that's 6 mortal wounds.
And we're going to reroll probably everything and just go for broke.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay, so it's just that 1.
Does wound, though.
What's the end?
It's -2 normally, so it's going to be -1.
-1. Alright, goes through.
Alright, so...
-1. So did 7 to me.
Yep, we're going to go to the claws, and everything else is degraded besides his blades. So.
4's hit, 3's to 1.
Beaquist his talons.
Alright, and so it's 5 hits.
Looking for 3s.
Alright,
That's
so it's
3.
3 at -1 rend.
So minus no rend.
Alright, I'm taking 2. How much?
It is D3.
Okay. Alright,
So
it's 4. So you did a total of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Here comes King Luan himself. This is his blade. 3s and 3s. 2 misses. Strike the heart. Ah, for the lady.
At 4, with just 1 rend.
Yep, so no rend. Ho ho ho.
Saved all those, so I took a total of piled in with the ghouls.
These peasants, they're fighting for their lord. The lord. Not bad. Better than those other guys did. King's like, no, this is a duel.
Okay, ooh, so that is 4.
Getting their grubby hands on them.
Saved them all.
That's probably what you should expect.
Excellent. So points. I got 3 from that, and 2 from that, so putting me up to 5. So I was at 10 to 12, going on to Flesh of the Courts, turn 3.
All right, King Luan Leoncourt, he's got that noble blood. He's going to heal D3.
For 2.
So healed 1 wound off of them.
Okay.
All right, Henry Le Massif here. He's just sit around looking real impressive. Hasn't really done much besides spells, but hey, he's been empowering the king, so he's going to do it again. He's going to go ahead and cast Ferocious Hunger with a +1. 4, 5, 6, 7 goes off. And then he's going to cast...
So you have to see D3, right?
Yes, you're right.
D3
Yeah,
attack.
that's right. It's the other one, that's the only one. So D3. Only the 1. All right, King Leoncourt on a 5-up, he's going to try to cast his own version, the Black Hunger. No.
Does not get it off.
No. Enchantress, you be slacking. All right, he's going to pray to the lady to strike that thing with a Thunderbolt. He's going to Arcane Bolt it. He's going for it with a +1. Yeah. No, the channel.
It does not go off.
We're rolling ones.
Yeah. Flesh Eater Courts, turn 3, movement phase. Noah moved his horrors forward to get to my War Chanta, and the Archregent closer to the Brutes to ensure the charge. Move the Vargolf and the Courtier closer. That's it for his movement phase.
All right, Beaquist is going to screech back at this big Maw Crusher. We're going to need like a 5 or a 6, though, to do any damage, because he's got pretty high bravery, and I'm weak. Nope.
Ooh, no bravery.
He's not scared at all.
Charging from the Archregent.
All right, here he goes. For the lady.
Big bank head.
Oh, yeah, he's in.
In there with 4.
Yep.
You get +1, right?
Yep. I mean,
Charging here.
Yep. So Bohemian. Baston. No.
Oh, does not make it.
That's going to be rough.
Okay, over here with the... Look, yeah, we're going to do these horrors back here.
Yep. See how far they can go. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, with a 9 because of +1. That's how we ended up there.
All right. The Paladin over here, he's going to go in for it. Orlando. He makes
He's
it.
in there.
And then the
When he
Vargolf.
finishes, his base size.
His base size is bigger, so he might not
I
fit.
don't think he can fit in there.
King Elancourt is going in again. He's going with the Maw. He's only got 4 attacks now, so just the +1. Looking for 4s and 6s. Oh, no.
There's a 6.
There's a 1. I got to hit with a 4 anyway, I think, so might as well. Yes. So let's see if we get the damage in. Only one.
One and a -1 rend. I have 1 health left.
Yep.
Because I killed 2 units.
And that's a straight 6.
Saved it.
You blocked it pretty good. I think he might finish you with the blade.
Sword going.
Gory talons.
Are they talons or swords?
It's gory talons.
Oh, okay, I understand.
But it's a sword. He thinks it's a sword. Which is good enough for me. That's 3 at a -0 for you. Got him.
Got him.
Leoncourt has done it. He's slain the final
Slayed
beast.
all 3 giant monsters with 1 very, very powerful man.
That's why he's the king.
Fighting here. Hopefully I can kill this art regent. He has a 2-inch range.
Oh.
So, the one guy into the zombie, the ghoul, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s at a -1, 2 at a -1.
No. Henry's like, no, my beloved, my peasant. No!
Attacking with my brutes. I have a pair of brute choppers hitting on 2s now because duff up the big things. Alright, and then wounding on 3s at a -1 rend. 2 at a -1.
Alright, he's got a 4-up. He's going to try to use that shield to put to good use. Block 1.
Alright, 1 damage.
6 up for the lady.
Now we're going to go with the boss chopper. Hitting on 2s. Ooh, that helped. Wounding on 3s. 2 at a -1.
Alright, 5 ups. No.
2 damage each.
That's 4. For the lady. We block 1. Cocked. What a shame. Yep.
So taking 3. How much you have left?
He's got 3 left.
3 left. Alright, I might be able to get him. So I have my jagged hacker. No, it's the gore chopper. Excuse me. Hitting on 3s.
Not today.
And 1 at a -2. 1, excuse me. -2, yeah.
5 up. Oh, even if it was.
Okay.
All right, Big Hank. You survived. Now it's time to get these guys off your land. 3s and 3s. Cut them down. Take 3 at -1.
All right. So 3 goes to a 4. No, excuse me. 4 goes to a 5. So save 2. Take 1.
You take 1 damage. He pokes you.
Okay. All right. And so we're gonna call that. We're gonna do realm talk, and we're gonna talk about both the games we did today. Starting with, we'll go this one first. No, the first one because lessons were learned. And the second game, we're gonna talk about my dice rolls. Hey, it's Gotrek and Felix here. AKA Noah, the Paint Smithy. Go check him out on Instagram. We had 2 different games in this video, and let's go over the first one. And that it's a thing I point out. If the way I learn is I play, and so if you tell somebody, okay, this is what my army does, and then when they get to see it in the table, I'm like, oh, I get that, I understand that. Where I don't think you were expecting my guy to move 31 inches on a charge.
I was surprised. So I knew that Ironjawz were fast. I don't play AOS as much as I'd like to. But man, they cruised across it with the Maw Crusher and the big rock man.
Yeah.
And I thought I screened myself pretty good because I'm like, all right, I'm covering myself. But not only could they move so quick, but they had some really fancy combat tricks and the hero face up stuff. So
yeah,
they were
slashing,
fast.
bashing, and yeah, to be able to fight, and yeah, I was able to kill the general Leon Kerr, and I'm okay into that game. Now I got to see why I was targeting him because I didn't know these guys were. I've heard things. I've played against Flesh Eater Courts a few times. Anytime I saw Terrorgeist, I just shot him off the table with my long strikes. But that guy, he killed all the big monsters, and it was not even like it wasn't work to him. That thing is amazing. Noah, he saw what my army did. You were able to learn from it, which I really appreciate. This is maybe like your 5th, 6th game in AOS ever?
It's been a couple of years too. This is my first time on camera, so I apologize for any stuttering or any weirdness there. So
yeah, no worries. I think you did great.
But yeah, the king. I mean, you saw him. I think that turn 1, he was just at max power. He was able to get spells off. He was able to do what he wanted to do.
And just chewed through 2 units, and his belly was full. But Terrorgeists don't have bellies, so it just went. It was nasty. So and he got the double turn, which can be disheartening. But then I got a double turn, and I had a chance to come back, and I just didn't do enough damage. That roll where I was going to wound with the Maw Crusher, and I did wound on 3s, and I rolled like 4 1s and 2 2s or something like that. And so that would have been a little bit of a game changer because I would have killed him. I was still going to be chasing on points because he jumped out to that big lead. But it was still like you can get that double turn back sometimes and swinging the momentum back. That's what I do enjoy about AOS. And so thank you again for coming out. This is not going to be it's 2 games in 1. So hey, look at you. So yeah, again, the Paintsmithy on Instagram. We'll put a link in the description. He's painting my Lumineth right now and some other things, but we'll discuss that later. But yeah, check out this. His models are amazing. He's a great painter. And thank you.
Thanks for having me.